This email serves as 30 days notice that your YouTube partner program terms are terminated. Hi YouTube friends, I just wanted to get on here really quick because over the last few days it seems like every day that I'm looking on YouTube I'm seeing these videos pop up. There is a lot of anxiousness and even panic around the new YouTube rules. It's going to be affecting all of the small channels, and I just wanted to get on here and offer some encouragement to the smaller channels because I'm a really small channel too, so I'm right there with you. In case you're not a YouTuber, or maybe you are and haven't heard about the changes that YouTube has made, then first of all, I'll just go over it really briefly. I just want to offer some encouragement after that. So I'm going to just grab my computer right here and let you know what's going on. Oh, before I do, I have to show you outside. It is snowing and it's so beautiful. I'm going to open the door so you can actually see what it looks like out here. Oh, Coda is very excited because he thinks he's going to go out. Don't you, puppy? There was no snow this morning at all. And now it's just, wow. Coda, what are you doing there? What are you doing there? Is that snow? Yeah. Yeah, you've already been out. Yes, you have. Okay, I'm back. Just gotta find my email real quick. Okay, so YouTube gave us a little over a month's notice, which isn't a lot of time for what they're asking, but really, they're not putting like a deadline on us necessarily. The subject line of the email, it just reads, important updates to the YouTube Partner Program. It says, today we're announcing changes to the YouTube Partner Program. While our goal remains to keep the YouTube Partner Program open to as many channels as possible, we recognize we need more safeguards in place to protect creator revenue across the YouTube ecosystem. Okay, and then it just goes over what's changing, and I'll just go over that really briefly. It just says, under the new eligibility requirements announced today, your YouTube channel, Heart and Home, that's me, is no longer eligible for monetization because it doesn't meet the new threshold of 4,000 hours of watch time within the past 12 months and 1,000 subscribers. As a result, your channel will lose access to all monetization tools and features associated with the YouTube Partner Program on February 20th, 2018 unless you surpass this threshold in the next 30 days. Then it just says, this email serves as 30 days notice that your YouTube Partner Program terms are terminated. And that's kind of like, when I first saw that email, I was like, oh no, that was really discouraging to see that I'm not going to be a YouTube program partner any longer starting February 20th. But then when I got to reading and I really thought about it, it's not that YouTube's trying to like shut down the small channels or anything like that. It's just, yes, they really did change what was required. Basically, when I started my channel, the only requirement for being a YouTube partner was you had to have a minimum of 10,000 views on your channel, and that's lifetime views. Coda, don't do that right there, okay? Here. He's chewing his toy and I can't get him to be quiet. Puppy. Okay, so I think it was like you had to have 10,000 lifetime channel views, and now they're saying you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time, which is 240,000 minutes watched on your channel for the last 12 months. I see you. He's trying to chew his toy and it's so loud. So 240,000 minutes over the last 12 months is what's required. I haven't been on YouTube yet a year, so I started in April, and my watch time right now is 214,000 and some minutes. But if I change that instead of lifetime and I look at how many minutes I've gotten just the last 28 days, then I have gotten 17, almost 18,000 minutes watched in the last month. And then of course, at this time of making this video, I have around 840 subscribers, which I am so blessed to have. Honestly, I feel really grateful for that. So I want to thank you all for that, definitely. So if I'm not at 240,000 minutes, then I will be terminated from the YouTube Partner Program, and if I don't have 1,000 subscribers, I'll be terminated. You need both 240,000 minutes of watch time in the last 12 months. I need like 26,000 more minutes of watch time, which sounds like a lot, right? And this is why everyone is so discouraged, but I want to break it down and show you don't be discouraged. So if I take that 26,000, so I need about 433 hours more of watch time, which sounds like a ton, but let me just tell you, like, over the last month I had almost 18,000 minutes, and I actually took a break from making videos, so it would be even higher. So I'm just telling you these metrics just to kind of help you out, because I want to encourage other small YouTubers out there who are feeling discouraged or maybe feeling pressure that you have to now meet these, in some cases, unrealistic requirements before February 20th comes. And I just wanted to say, like, just take a breath, breathe, and think about it a little bit. Don't put that pressure on yourself, and definitely don't quit YouTube if it's something you enjoy. Because the honest truth, in my opinion, is I've been on YouTube since April. If you think about it, if you have, a small YouTube channel and you've been on for a year, 2 years, or maybe several months, and you have seen, maybe you have been able to have your videos monetized now, maybe you reached the old requirements and you've just started to get your videos to be monetized, you can see, like, it's a really, really slow income that builds. For those of you who aren't familiar with how it works on YouTube, when you're a YouTube partner, you get paid a little bit of royalty off of the ads. When people click on those ads, then we get a very small royalty each time that happens. So, if you think about it, most people skip over the ads, some people click on the ads, but you only get just a little tiny bit each time. So I don't want you to be discouraged and just to quit YouTube because of these new rules. So I'm hoping that if I can help put this in perspective, that you'll actually be encouraged. So the way I'm going to try to do that is, if you think about, maybe you've started to make some money on YouTube. You cannot even receive your first paycheck on YouTube until you have reached a minimum of $100, which, if you're a small YouTuber, you may or may not have even gotten to that point yet. And if you have gotten to that point, or are in the process of getting to that point, you know how long it takes in most cases, unless your channel is like crazy and takes off, which that's lovely if that's you. But in most cases, I don't think that happens. I think it's a very slow growing channel, and that's really natural. So think about what your revenue has been in these months or even year or 2 years that you've been on YouTube, and how long it either took you to get that first paycheck, or maybe you're still not even there yet and you're still waiting to get your first paycheck. If you think about how long it's taken or how long it took, and then suddenly YouTube comes out and changes the rules, saying, actually, now we're going to stop paying you until you reach now this new threshold. And that could be really discouraging. But I hope, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking about it all wrong, but I just hope that you can be encouraged in knowing that it's already been a really slow process, and maybe you're in the situation where every penny counts. I understand that, but you still don't get your first paycheck even until you reach $100. So that's a very slow growing thing. And so even if every penny matters, you still aren't getting anything, honestly, in your pocket until you've gotten 100. So you may not be there, you may have just gotten there, you may be right over that, but it's still going to probably be a very slow growing revenue. Now that I'm saying all that, like, I hope it doesn't come across as discouraging, but in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, like, this has been a really slow growing thing, but I started this channel for being a creative outlet to try to share my heart and encourage people. So I think this new rule just helps us reevaluate why we started YouTube. If it was just for the money, then hopefully you recognize already from the beginning that it was probably going to take a year or two before you're really making anything worth mentioning. So with that in mind, as you are trying to reach that goal, this is, yes, one more thing that might slow it down a little bit, but these new requirements are not terribly unattainable. if you are making videos that your viewers are enjoying and wanting to watch and you're getting views, those views are all going to add up. That watch time is going to add up. The subscribers are going to add up, and you'll see like the more you grow, the faster you grow. And that's what's so encouraging. So I just want to say, maybe to encourage you, that yes, I'm right there with you. If I don't reach 1,000 subscribers and I don't reach this 240,000 minutes of watch time, then yes, I will be terminated from the YouTube Partner Program, just like you. But I have to say, I have been on YouTube now since April, and that's what, is that 10 months? Well, correct me if I'm wrong. It's been almost 10 months on YouTube, and I've taken a couple short breaks here and there, which has definitely slowed things down a little bit. To encourage you, YouTubers who've maybe been on just a couple months and this news has just devastated you and you're ready to quit, I hope that I can encourage you. I've been on for almost 10 months, and after 10 months of consistently putting out videos that I'm proud of and that are hopefully motivating and helping others out there, and after 10 months of putting videos out fairly consistently, my channel is not that far off from reaching this goal. So for those of you who are at the 2-month mark or maybe the 6-month mark, just remember that we're all in the beginning stages of this. We're still building our channel, we're building our content, we're figuring out what kind of content we want to share, and we're still building our subscriber base. We're finding our friends here on YouTube, those people who are like-minded and really enjoy our content. I want to encourage you to keep perspective, and if this helps at all, think about how you've grown so far. And I encourage you to look at your metrics on your YouTube channel and see, how many minutes or hours you have already and how many subscribers you have already, and then think about how many months you've been on YouTube, and then go ahead and take those numbers and divide it into the new requirements, and you'll get an idea of, worst case scenario, this is probably how long it's going to take me to catch up. At least that way you kind of know, you can kind of set yourself a date, and you'll know around this time, if I stay how I am, I'm pretty much guaranteed to get there. And honestly, you'll probably get there faster than you think, because I can tell you that the more you grow, the faster you grow. I know that kind of sounds weird, but for instance, like, the more views you get as you grow, the more popular your channel will become, the more people will hear about it, and the faster you'll grow. So every single time you get a video that gets a little bit more views and gets a little bit more exposure and gets a few more subscribers, that opens the eyes to even more people, and it just keeps on growing from there. So as those views start to build up just a little bit, it's like it kind of multiplies each time, and you get a little bit more and you get a little bit more, and sometimes you might have a time where you lose a few, but that's okay. You really want people on your channel that are like-minded, people that you can grow together with. Not everyone has the same opinions. You might offend some people, and that's okay, but you gotta be you. Yeah, so I don't know if that made things worse or not, but my heart was to try and encourage you smaller YouTubers, as well as maybe even people who are not on YouTube, and maybe you've seen some of these videos floating around and you're worried that your favorite small YouTubers are going to be disappearing, and that's not the case at all, unless if we quit. So I'm not planning to quit anytime soon. And yeah, this was a little bit of a bummer, but it just made me think about why I really started my channel, and it wasn't to get rich fast, Yeah, I've made a little bit of revenue, and I'm very appreciative of that. Obviously being told, like, you're gonna be terminated from the partner program, that word termination is very negative, so it's kind of like, did I do something, But no. They're just trying to make sure that we are legitimate channels. And yeah, it is a bummer, there are less features that we can do in our videos. It's not just about the revenue, but there's less features that we get to do to help promote our videos and get it out there. Just remember why you started YouTube, and just kind of keep your eyes on that. Keep creating, keep loving what you're doing, and your views and your watch time and your subscribers are definitely going to grow. It's just going to take a little longer than you thought. My main goal in even giving any metric is for those of you who are really small, who've maybe been on YouTube a couple months, and this is making you want to just quit. I just want to say, like, it took a long time before I even got to the point of having enough revenue to even get to the point where I could receive a paycheck. What I'm trying to say is, even if YouTube hadn't changed these rules, by the time your channel even grew to the level that was even accruing or receiving revenue that was even worth writing home about, by the time that your channel would have even gotten to that point under these old rules, by the time it got to the point where it started actually bringing in a decent amount of revenue, then you are going to be far ahead of what these rules are. Like, these rules, yes, they're going to slow you down a little bit. If that's a big thing that's important to you, is the revenue, it's going to slow you down a little bit. But by the time you overcome it and you reach those rules, you're going to be set up to start making revenue that's even worth writing home about, if that makes sense. Because under the old rules, even at 1,000 subscribers and 240,000 minutes of watch time, I can tell you that it's not a lot of revenue, and I'm not quite there, but I'm very close to it, and I can tell you that it's not anything that's worth bragging about. All that to say, by the time you would have reached that amount under the old rules, yes, you would have been making a few cents, a few dollars, maybe $100, maybe even $200. That's probably about it, honestly. So you would have been to 1,000 subscribers, 240 hours of watch time, and you would have been starting to make a really little bit. That's still only going to be far less than a full-time job income and far less than even a part-time job income. So it's going to be a small-ish amount. It's not going to be huge. I don't know how much it might be. It might be around $100, around $200. I don't know. It's a little different for every channel, but it's not going to be a significant amount that you are missing out on, because by the time you would have reached the new rules standards, even under the old rules, we're talking like dollars. Like, it's not a lot of money, in my opinion. Now, this is just from my experience on my own channel. So yeah, that to say that once you do reach, and speaking for myself, once I do reach that 1,000 subscribers and that 240,000 minutes of watch time on my channel, and YouTube will take a look at us again and say, yes, we'll approve you into the partnership program, and yes, now you can make use of the benefits and the perks that come with that, and yes, you can now start earning a revenue, then you'll be set up to really start getting somewhere, because you'll already be at the point that you're probably going to just continually keep growing. Alright, well, I have talked long enough, but I just felt really bad seeing the discouragement and all of that, because yeah, I felt some discouragement too. But let's try to keep it in perspective and just keep pushing forward. Remember why you started your channel, and just keep enjoying it. Keep putting out great content, and you're gonna get there. We're gonna get there before we even realize it. For me, I'm gonna just keep on track. I feel more motivated than ever. It's 2018. There are so many things that I have planned that I want to share with you all. You know, it is what it is. We have the privilege of being on YouTube because there is a YouTube, and they get to make the rules. To you YouTubers out there, just keep your chin up. If you're not a YouTuber, then wow, thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here and taking the time. I appreciate you as a subscriber if you are, and if you're not, then I encourage you to check out my other videos or read my about section and see if this is a channel you'd like to be subscribed to. I do a lot of cleaning motivation, just honestly home motivation, as well as heart inspiration. If that's something that you would like and you want to be a part of, then I'd love to have you as a subscriber. And if so, I'll see you in the next video really soon. Bye! Hey, also, I just wanted to say that I think it's important, if you're a smaller YouTube, to keep on track with why you started your channel, but resist the temptation to do sub for sub and all that stuff. Like, you don't want artificial subscribers. You know, we appreciate our subscribers. If you're not a YouTuber, we appreciate you so much because you're our friends. You watch our videos, we grow together, we share together. But just speaking to my fellow small YouTubers out there, I just want to say that this can be actually a really good thing, because we've all probably heard of those videos that are just stealing other people's content and trying to make money off of it, or they are just making inappropriate videos or videos that should not be on YouTube at all, and they are receiving money. They're getting ads displayed on those videos, which is quite an embarrassment probably to the companies that are having their ads displayed on those type of videos. So I think YouTube is trying to make an effort to make sure that the people who are benefiting from the revenue are really truly on YouTube, because they're people who really care about the content. For those of us who do, and those of us who are on here to make great content and encourage and inspire people, then we have nothing to worry about. They're not trying to stop us. Yes, it slows us down. It is a bummer, but I think they're doing it for the right reasons. I know there's some hashtags going around on Instagram and that kind of thing where it's saying, you know, we as small YouTubers need to unite, do sub for sub, all of that. I've made a lot of new connections through this with other small YouTubers who do similar content or content that I'm interested in, and I think that's really great. I'm really truly blessed for that. I was actually tagged on an Instagram post to sort of try to help small YouTubers to grow, which was really sweet and thoughtful. And I appreciate that, and because of that I did connect with some other YouTubers, but I want to encourage you, resist that sub for sub mentality. You don't want to have empty subscribers. You don't want to ask for empty subscribers. You don't want to have artificial subscribers. You want your subscribers to be like your friends. And so even if it takes us a little longer to get to that point of 1,000 subscribers and beyond, that's okay, because when we get there, we're going to have subscribers that really want to be here. So yeah, I will definitely check out small YouTubers. I'm a small YouTuber too, so I'm going to, you know, give you the time of day, and I'm going to check your channel out. And if it's something that I feel that is going to be beneficial in my life, of course I'm going to subscribe to you. But I definitely don't do just sub for sub. I don't want to do that, and I don't encourage any other small YouTuber to do that. And sub for sub, if you're not a YouTuber, that just means basically you're like, subscribe to me and I'll subscribe to you, and you end up having a bunch of subscribers, but those people aren't really going to watch your videos if they're not interested in them. So yeah, we want to have real subscribers, so it might take us a little longer, but resist that temptation, because you're going to overcome this. You're going to get to where you need to be with YouTube, and you're going to start earning revenue. So it's all going to be okay. It's just going to take a little bit longer, but it's not like any of us were really making much money anyways. I just really wanted to encourage you with that, because you know, I know it's tempting, like especially if you're almost there, like I'm almost there, I could do sub for sub and get there, but no, like I want my subscribers to be genuine, and I want them to be here because they genuinely want to be here. So that's why I don't do sub for sub, and I don't recommend you to do it, because it's not going to help you in the end. Those people are probably just going to unsubscribe from you later on, and yeah. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there, but I hope in some way that encouraged you. Just remember that YouTube is not trying to destroy us small YouTubers. They're trying to make sure that the people who are on YouTube are here for the right reasons, and that sort of we're proving ourselves, you know, we're showing them we're here for the long run, we're bringing good content, and we're worth being paid. I think that's okay. I think that's all right for them to ask.